less money to work with Tyler Cameron.
I'm Alex Day. This is Tyler Cameron. This is Matt James, and we're funding your parlays. This is Parlay Hot Seat. Let's go. On the line, we have Amr calling from Washington, D.C. Now, it says here that when Amr's parlay hits, he is coming up to New York, and he's going to a New York Knicks game. And as a New York Knicks fan, I suggest taking that money and bringing it to next year's Knicks because these Knicks are not too good. But, Amr, what's your parlay for us?
All right, first of all, I got Rams money line. You know that's hitting. And we got Cooper Kupp anytime touchdown scorer. Joe Burrow over 225 yards. Matthew Stafford over 225 yards. Joe Mixon 40-plus yards. T. Higgins 40-plus yards. Jamar Chase 50-plus yards. And to cap it off, we got Odell Beckham 40-plus yards.
So an 8-leg parlay, but with odds of only plus 653. A little conservative. This feels like a little bit of a Matt James special to me. $100 will pay out to over $750. $250 will pay out to over $1,800. Tyler, what are your thoughts on this parlay?
You know, I love octopuses, and octopuses have 8 legs.
That is true.
And I love
People
where this is going
that.
right here because we got the Rams money line. The Rams are going to win this game. They have too many old heads to not win this game. They know this is their last time around doing it. So I love that pick. Kupp anytime touchdown. The guy just scores TDs. It's what he does. So, honestly, there's not a thing I don't like about this.
None?
There's not one thing I don't like about this. I think this is a great parlay. I think Amr came in here stunting with his shades and stunting with his picks. So, Matt, you tell me what you like.
Before we send it over to Matt, I have one question for Amr. Almost every single one of these has to do with the Bengals. But then you have the Rams winning.
I mean, the Rams are going to win. It's a lock. But I think the Bengals offense is potent. And I know this game is going to hit the over. So all these yards, it's just going to happen. It's just bound to happen, You know
why it's going to happen? Because they're going to be playing from behind the whole time. And they're going to have to throw it and chunk it around.
That's what I was
They're
thinking.
going to pass it around. I like it, Amr.
Thank you, Attorney Tyler. Matt, what are your...
I'm here to represent Amr.
Yeah, for real. Matt, what are your thoughts?
I'm not going to lie. I love these picks. I have one question, though.
Yeah.
I know Higgins had a big game last week. Where's this vote of confidence come in for T. Higgins to light it up again this week?
I think if Jalen Ramsey covers on Shadows on, what's his name, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins will be that second option that Joe Burrow needs,
I feel that. No, for sure. Look, you have Burrow and Stafford. I feel like, they're both going to have to throw for over 225 yards. Mixon over 40. It's a nice conservative parlay. I get scared with 8-leg parlays, though. I'm going to send it over to Tyler, who's going to start off the bidding, because he is your attorney after all.
I believe in what you got going on. With that being said, I'm going to start the bidding off at $75.
$75. So are you betting on?
Yes, sir.
Are you betting on the person more? Or are you betting on the parlay? Because those glasses are pretty swaggy.
No, I'm betting on the parlay. I believe in it. I like every single pick he's got. These are all things that should happen on a normal day basis for a football game. OBJ getting 40 yards should happen. T. Higgins 40 yards should happen. Cooper Kupp touchdowns. We've seen it happen all the time.
That happens every game. Matt, you beating 75?
Amr, I have nothing but good things to say about your picks right now. Anything can happen. And this is how I see the game going. I see it being a shootout. I see everyone you've listed here having huge games. And last night I watched a hood classic. I watched Don't Be a Menace. And you have that West Coast vibe to you right now. You got the Jerry curl. You got the hat down low. You got the glasses on. And I just feel like this was destined to happen right now. So I'm gonna double Tyler's. I'm gonna go 150.
150. Well,
150.
Let's go.
150.
Easy E's long lost son. I'm gonna not bid on this one because I think the Bengals are winning this game. So even though I like the other 7, I like the Bengals.
Shocker.
And in case you didn't know, Amr, I'm 11-1 against the spread in these
Shocker,
playoffs.
Amr.
So
Yeah,
I got to stick with my guns. I have to stick with them. Tyler, are you beating 150?
If I go 175 and you win, you gonna buy a round of shots for your friends?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, 175 it is, Amr.
Whoa,
Amr,
what was
say?
that? Wait, what
Amr,
was that?
what did you just say?
I got you for 200.
Wow. So
You
Tyler said
you
170.
you telling me what to bid, Amr? You telling me what to bid, Amr? Are you telling me what to bid?
I forgot.
Them out.
He's out.
No.
Matt, how much are you going
I'm
for?
reevaluating my position if Tyler doesn't like this anymore because Tyler's been hot. But this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to honor that 200 because
Don't do it. Don't give him it. You can
Because
bet
it's
down now.
because it's a soft lollipop parlay that Matt loves.
I love
Go for
lollipop.
yourself.
He loves lollipop.
I love lollipop.
It's a soft lollipop parlay. So you're going
I'm
200.
going 200.
$200 from Matt James to Amr. When this hits, this will pay out to over $1,500. Hey, best of luck Super Bowl Sunday.
Take a hike, kid.
On the line, we have Louis calling in from New York City. When Louis' parlay hits, he's taking his winnings, and he is going out to Ann Arbor for a Michigan game next season. Are you going to Michigan-Ohio State? What kind of game are you trying to go to here, Louis?
Absolutely, Michigan-Ohio State, but that one's not in Ann Arbor, so we'll go to the Michigan State game instead.
There you go. There you go. Perfect. Louis, what's your parlay for us today?
So we got Rams money line. We got Burrow over 250. We got Stafford over 200. Jamar Chase over 60. Joe Mixon, touchdown. Cooper Kupp, touchdown.
6-leg parlay with odds of plus 928. We have some passing props, some anytime touchdowns, Rams money line. You know, I kind of like this parlay. We got 2 quarterbacks, 1 cup. Matt, I want to send it over to you first. What are your thoughts on this parlay?
The thing I like most about this parlay is the Burrow over 250. I think he's going to light it up. Do you like Burrow?
I like Burrow. I think Ramsey being questionable is could be big. You know, if Ramsey doesn't play, that's nice. The Rams' run D is really stout. The pass D, not so much. So I think Burrow will have to have a big game for him to have a chance at this.
Yeah, I think he will too. Former Buckeye there. Yeah, former Buckeye, former Ohio State guy. I like Joe Burrow a lot. It's good to hear you like him too.
I mean,
Hey, don't let that slander happen. Don't listen to him. Who won last time Michigan played Ohio State? Let him know. Let him know, Meeks.
That's right. Go blue.
Go blue.
That's why Matt's not invited.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Meeks.
Yeah.
you're cutting out one member of the panel before the bidding even starts. Bad business. Bad business.
You're right. Bad bargaining strategy.
You know why I like this, Louis? You know why I really, really like this? Because Joe Mixon is the igniter to the fire for the Bengals offense. He gets things rolling.
He is the straw that stirs the drink.
He is the straw that stirs the drink. He is the jalapeno to my chili cheese dog.
a little mix and match, if you will. Huh?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, I like
you
that.
know, he's what gives you that zing to get me going. You know, and that's why I said jalapeno. It's not a weird thing to say. It's said quite often actually. But I like this a lot. Louis, you're a smart guy. You went to Michigan. You live in New York City now. You're highly educated. You have, I don't know where you're at right now. It looks like you could be at an elementary school with that clock next to you. But I like this a lot.
You like clocks?
I like this a lot. Rams money line. That's the easiest pick of the day.
Is there anything you don't like?
I don't like that shirt you're wearing. You
Great
know,
shirt. You can get the overtime
I
store.
would like to see the Matt Stafford over 200. I'd like to see over 250 because, I mean, the guy's going to throw for a lot of yards, okay? They got Eli Apple in the secondary.
I do hate
a
Eli
Giants
Apple.
a Giants legend for the Bengals. So, you know, there's not a thing I don't like. I'm ready to start bidding on this thing when you guys let me go.
Well, I
When you
actually
shoot
I
me
have
loose,
a
I'm
question.
going.
I have a question.
we
I am
go.
very high on the
Let's hear
Bengals.
that.
I'm very high on the Bengals. Why are the Rams going to win this game?
You know, I think that Matt Stafford is a top 5 quarterback in the league. Obviously,
Whoa,
Whoa.
I don't think you're far off.
Top 5?
Maybe top 7, but he's not far
Top
off.
10.
Wow.
Don't forget Brady retired.
He's
Brady.
so
Brady got, I think.
so that means Stafford's firmly in the top 10, not top 5. Go on.
Dude,
I think Stafford's got what it takes.
He likes a sorry-ass quarterback from the Giants, so I don't want to hear that. You don't have to worry about what he says.
Ooh.
Danny Dimes. Well, you know what? I want to start out the bidding.
No way.
Because I like everything really besides for Rams money line. So I'll start it out with a nice $25 just to kick things
Sick.
off. Be the party starter, you know?
Sick.
Louis, that was disrespectful. Have you ever seen the movie Trading Places? Probably haven't. They bet on Eddie Murphy. You're the Eddie Murphy in this. I have faith in you. I'm going to bet $26.
Is
$6.
it Trading Places with Lindsay Lohan?
You might be right.
Oh, that's Freaky Friday.
Oh, it is Freaky Friday.
Classic mix-up. Tyler, what are you bidding?
What'd you bet?
26.
$26 on the bid. Louis, don't let these people.
Tyler, I don't think we can make it to Michigan with 26 on line.
Louis,
Come on.
don't let these people disrespect you like that. Okay, let's get it up here. Let's go $75.
$75. Hey, yo. Man. So here's the thing.
Oh,
Here's the thing.
Here we go. Here
I
we go.
I
you
like
go.
these props. I like these props. I don't think the Rams are going to win, but at plus 928. That's some good juice. I'll bump it up a little bit just in case the Rams happen to mess around and win. You never know. I don't think they're going to. I'll go up to 80.
I'm going to go 81 because I'm not going to let you outbid me.
81.
Not so fast, my friend. $115.
Hey, 115 going once.
I'm out.
Going
I
once.
like that.
Louis, let's make some money.
I'm out.
Louis, I'm coming back on the bus.
make some money. Let's go to Ann
We're
Arbor.
getting back on the wagon. We're going to Michigan, baby.
Getting back on the wagon.
We're going. I'm
on the
joining
wagon.
the tribe, baby. Let's go. Go blue.
Hey, Louis, 115 bucks from Tyler Cameron to your wallet. When this hits, this will pay out to over $1,200. Going to Ann Arbor. Going to Ann Arbor. Go blue.
On the line right now, we got Ben Weiner calling in from northern New York City. How we doing, Ben? How's upstate New York City treating you?
Oh, I'm loving it uptown. It's looking great over here. It is beautiful outside this window. I'm staring down at the PJ Clark's. Probably a top half burger in the city. So really just prime location. So no complaints out of me. How are you guys doing?
I love to hear. So you got a 3-leg parlay, Ben. Why don't you tell us what your 3-leg parlay is here?
We're taking an alternate spread. We're taking the Bengals minus 2.5.
Idiot.
We're taking the Joe Burrow rushing under, and
Wow.
we're taking under from the game total.
Hey,
Talk about a Super Bowl that put me to sleep. Alex Dave, what do you think about this Super Bowl
hey,
picks?
Ben, I love this parlay. And here's why.
Thanks, Alex.
I'm very high on the Bengals. In case you haven't heard, I'm 11-1 on the playoffs. Here's the thing. I like the Bengals minus 2.5, the alt spread. I think Joe Burrow might rush for over 13 yards. Like, I see it being a third down. He gets rushed out of the pocket, makes one guy miss, picks up a first down, and all of a sudden, you're on the hot seat. Why is Joe Burrow going to rush
That
for
is
less than
true.
13 yards?
Because he's going to kneel the ball twice as the clock runs out.
Wow.
Great answer. Great
Wow.
answer. Great answer. Matt, what's your thoughts on this parlay?
I had the exact same question that Alex had, and I don't think you could have had a better answer, Ben. I was ready to rip you apart, and that was a textbook answer. I'm at a loss for words. I mean, I don't think the Bengals are going to win, but I love where your head's at because you have conviction in your pick. Why do you think it's going to go under 48.5?
Well, I think it's going to be under 48.5 for a couple of reasons. First off, I'm very convinced in Cincinnati winning. The Cincinnati defense has shown up big time and time again, just like they did this past weekend at Arrowhead, arguably a bigger stage than SoFi Stadium, no disrespect. But also, I think that this Bengals offense is going to want to get out of there. They are going to want to score 21, 24 points, drain some clock. While this Bengals defense has been rising to the occasion, they're not going to want to give Sean McVay a chance to get creative. This could be a really big Joe Mixon game. They're going to want to be keeping Matthew Stafford off the field. So that's my reasoning for the under there.
Ben.
Tyler?
Ben. You're a good friend. You're one of my favorite people we ever had on this show. You dress well.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Dress okay.
You read great books.
You read okay books. Actually, fantastic books. Who am I kidding?
But Ben, this is the worst thing you've ever brought me.
Oh, wow.
This is the worst thing you ever brought me.
And this is where the friendship ends.
You brought me a recipe for the worst rated Super Bowl ever. Wow. You brought me a recipe for a low scoring game. You brought me a recipe for no fun. And Ben, I can't get behind this because one, guess what? The Rams are going to win this game. They got too many old heads. You saw the Super Bowl last year. Super Bowl last year is going to show us what happened this year, okay? The Patriots, a lot of old guys, a lot of guys that knew they had one more shot to do this, right? The Bengals, they got a lot of young guys. They got guys that are going to do this for a long time. It's all about a sense of urgency, and the Rams got it right now, okay? They are going to pull this game out. So doing the Bengals minus 2.5 is an atrocious pick. The next one, total under 48.5. Who the hell wants it under to happen in the Super Bowl, Ben? Who wants that? But I can see it happening because the Bengals aren't going to score that many points. But here's one I know will hit. The Joe Burrow under 12.5 rushing yards. Because guess what? He is going to be getting sacked all day long by Von Miller, by Aaron Donald, by every single person on that team. Because guess what? That Bengals line is atrocious. In the word of the day, atrocious. So
Well, I hadn't thought about it like
But
that.
Ben, luckily for you, when a quarterback gets sacked, it affects their passing yards, not their rushing yards.
Yeah.
Really?
So one thing really quickly.
hold on. With this all being said,
Are you going to bet on it?
I'm going to start this bid off at negative $10. You have to pay me $10 to bet on this.
It's a big
I
offer,
have to pay
Ben.
you $10 to bet on that.
Yep.
It's a big offer.
Wow.
Got it. Okay.
I've never
Matt?
in the
Couple
history of the
questions
show ever seen a negative bet. That's how much Tyler.
So negative
does not agree
$10.
with
You got to
this
pay
bet.
me $10 to
You
bet
might have to
this.
send
Wow.
that jacket back to him after that one.
Wow.
Well, a couple things though. So the Bengals have covered 2.5 their past 3 games.
Yep.
Joe Burrow has only rushed for over 10 yards once in his past 3 games.
Yep.
And admittedly, with the under, you mentioned Joe Burrow is going to get sacked time and time again. Absolutely. He got sacked 9 times against Tennessee, and they still won.
Wow.
This man has never lost a postseason game at the collegiate or the NFL level, and I feel honestly better about his experience coming into this game than Matthew Stafford.
You know what, Ben? You're right.
Wow.
You're right, Ben. And you know what? You never step on the toe that leads to the leg of the ass you have to kiss. With that being said, I'm back on the wagon.
He just learned this.
Ben, he's
line.
back.
$50. I'm in.
Ben, he's back on the wagon.
How much you doing?
$50, Ben.
Wow.
How much you doing, Matt?
Ben, before this call, there was nothing I liked about this. But I like you, Ben. I like you, Ben.
I like you too.
Ben, I like you a lot. I like you so much that I'm going to let Tyler have this when I'm out.
Wait. Ben. Here's the thing. I love Bengals -2.5. I'm so bad at picking over-unders that I'm just going to leave that one alone. Will you be willing?
Oh, here we go, Ben.
And this is a snap, yes or no. If you say Burrow over 12.5 rushing yards, I will give you $250 right now.
Whoa!
Alex, he just gave you the stat. Alex, he just gave you the
I know,
stat
I know.
that Burrow's 1 in
I know,
3.
I know.
Whoa!
Over 10 yards.
So he's telling you
Hold
what
on,
to do
Ben.
now.
Hold on, Ben.
I think that's a fair
Hold
deal.
on, Ben.
I think
Hold on,
that's a
Ben.
fair deal, though. He didn't screw me over with the deal.
Hold on, Ben. I'll give you $135 for your pick and your pick only. I'm not changing anything.
All right, Ben.
So Ben, here's your.
And you can come back on the show,
Ben,
too.
Ben, here are your choices. $135 from Tyler, and you keep it. Now that would only pay out to roughly $1,500, or $250 from me, and that would pay out to over $3,100. But you have to change Joe Budden Burrow to over 12.5 rushing yards because he's going to pump it up.
With Tyler upping it to 135,
Talk to me.
I really feel pretty good. I feel better about the Burrow rushing under than I do
Talk
about
to me.
the 47.5.
It's either $250 from me and we switch the rushing yards, or $140 from me and we keep it the way it is.
Or $135 for me, and you stick to your guns, Ben. You stick to your guns, Ben. Ben, I'm
I'm
going
going to take Tyler.
Yeah! Let's go, Ben! Let's go!
Ben,
my God.
Yes!
Ben,
I've never
Ben,
seen
Ben,
that in this
Ben,
entire show's
Ben.
history ever.
Ben, listen,
I've
Ben.
never
Ben, I thought
seen
you were a
that.
smart
I
guy.
love you,
In a tournament
Ben.
events, Ben takes less money to work with Tyler Cameron.
But you know what? When this hits 135, look at me. I'm a mess over here. 135 will pay out to over $1,500. Good luck this Sunday. I'm sorry
Let's go,
when it doesn't
Ben.
hit though.
Let's go.
Wow.
Hey, great to see you guys. Thanks
Hell
for
yeah,
having me
Ben.
on. It's always a good time.
If you have bets that need to get funded, if you have parlays that need to get cash, DM us, respond in the comments, email us at parlayhotseat@itsovertime.com. Don't DM Tyler. Do not DM Tyler. He does not respond to any of your DMs. It's not worth your
Girlfriend
time.
already did.
No purchase necessary. 21 years or older to enter. Visit overtime.tv/contest for the full rules. Let's go Bengals.
You know the vibes, fam. Listen, the drops don't stop and neither do the blessings. If you want to get drippy like your boy, you know you do, all you got to do is click the link over here. Also, don't forget to subscribe this away and check out more fire videos over here. You know what it is. It's the O way or no way.